Patrick, thank you so much for hanging in there. I really appreciate Patrick from Zambia. Please introduce
Uh,
yourself.
Good evening. Can you get me?
Yes, yes, yes. Patrick, it's good evening for you, good morning for us.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. How are you? How are you doing?
I think, how are you? I'm
I'm
so
doing
happy
great
to have you,
myself.
Patrick. Thank you so much. I really
Uh,
do appreciate. Please go ahead. Yeah, he's hanging out a little bit. So let's see if we can wait for him so he can come back. So, guys, I just want to say thank you always for coming back to this channel to hear our stories. These stories need to be told. Why? Because there are girls, boys out there who don't even know what it is. I went through it. I was nervous, during my career because I never saw anyone who looks like me, someone who has gone through this career. And it's very difficult for kids and young people out there to navigate STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But when they see someone who looks like them, someone who is in the field, it gives them a very good perspective that they can as well pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So we are still waiting for Patrick to come in. He's been waiting for this, so let's see if we can bring him in. Hi, Patrick. Patrick, you are live. You are live. Can you hear me?
yes, I can. I think there was a problem with the network.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. It's a privilege for me to be on the show. I'm so happy. I hope everyone's happy as well.
Yes.
I know it's a bit hard to get people together, especially with the COVID and all the restrictions that are going on.
Yes, we keep losing him. Hopefully, he can come back, guys. Um, yes. Again, if you
Can
guys
you get
have
me?
any, oh yes, yes, we can get you. Go ahead,
Can you
Patrick.
get me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you
Oh yes,
loud and clear.
oh, I was saying it's very good that I know it's a bit hard to bring people together despite the COVID and what's going on in the world, but it's a privilege
Yes,
and honor to be here. Yes.
yes,
So my name is Patrick Musonda, and I'm from Zambia. My hometown is in Lusaka, but currently I'm on the Copper Belt.
yes.
Yes, I'm a third year student at the Copper Belt University, and I'm
Yes. So Patrick is zooming in and out, guys. If you have any questions, please continue. You can ask questions, you can comment. Feel free to, to ask anything. Again, we are here to encourage girls pursue STEM and also listen to scientists, engineers, how they are navigating their STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and also to share their stories so that we can hear how they've been, pursuing their STEM. Why? This gives us a good understanding, especially for kids, how STEM is. Is it scary? The reason why we're doing this, why I'm encouraging girls to pursue STEM is in future, we're going to need a lot of scientists, a lot of engineers. So how are we going to satisfy the workforce as we go on in the near future? So the only thing is to tap in untapped potential. It's to encourage girls pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and also boys out there to encourage them to, give them that opportunity that they can as well do pursue science and technology. Yes, you are alive, Patrick. I'm not letting you off the
okay.
hook. There you go. Continue.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yes, so I'm a third year student at the Copper Belt University, and
Yes.
I'm pursuing my bachelor's in electromechanical engineering, which is
Oh,
basically a combination of electrical and mechanical engineering combined together.
yes.
So we deal a lot with electromechanical engineering,
Wow. We need to hear what electromechanical engineers do, guys. We need to hear that. You know, last time we heard a lot about the physicists. Hear what electromechanical engineers do, guys. We need to hear that. Yeah, so we're having a hard time with Patrick. So I guess, he is having a hard time. Yes, so let me just say, so it's very interesting to hear from different people, different engineers. So I'll try to bring as many engineers on this show, so we can hear from them. So if you have any idea who you want to, what type of engineers we can bring, what type of scientists we can bring, please leave a comment. Let me know. I'll bring them for you, guys. And those from Zambia, last time there was Sela Kapesa. I'm not sure if you know her. Very, very interesting engineer from Zambia also came. So any other country, please, we are here together, the whole world, we are here so we can educate ourselves how we're going to maneuver this as we go on. So again, let's see if we can bring him. Patrick, go ahead.
Okay, yes. So, like electromechanical engineering, like I said, it's a combination of both electrical and mechanical engineering. So you get to have both of these majors combined, and you deal a lot with my electromechanical machinery, electromechanical equipment, all the stuff that involves mechanics and electronics and electrical stuff. They are all brought into one body and one thing.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Patrick, how did you start STEM? How did you start it by yourself, or were you encouraged by someone? How did you pursue your? How did you start your STEM? How did it spark? So again, we keep losing Patrick. He has an interesting story, and internet is, he's fighting with the internet. So let's see if he's going to come back again. Yes. So as I was saying, guys, if you have any type of engineering you want me to bring on this show, please let me know, so we can come and hear their views, how they're navigating it, what they are doing, things like that. It's very good for our girls, boys, that they hear that, actually for mothers, because I believe mothers, guardians, uncles, aunties have got a greater impact in encouraging girls, boys to pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And that's why we are here. It's so that we can hear this information, we can, understand it, and we can share it with our kids. We can share it with our nieces. We can share it with our students. If we don't have access to any kids. And if most of you can watch some of my videos where I share about how to create an environment in your home to encourage your girls, kids to pursue science, technology, and engineering and mathematics. And also how you can encourage your kids outside the environment, outside the house. So go ahead, Patrick.
Um, okay, yes. I heard your previous question. My STEM career, it started when I was a kid. I remember on the holidays when we closed school in the backyard, I would play a lot with my toys, and I would also start doing some science projects. I remember my first project was with a microscope and how the rays are brought together and how you can start a flame, and also how
Really?
you can make a rainbow.
Yes. Wow, wow. That's so interesting. So I think it's very important for kids to it's very important for kids to, parents. to spark them, to provide that environment where they can see things, where they can get exposed to very interesting things. Because that's the, most stories that I've seen on all the engineers and scientists, something sparkled during when they were young. Something, intrigued them. So I think my thoughts about mothers, guardians, that they've got a greater impact in acknowledging and also encouraging, kids to pursue science and technology. I think it's really, really important. So continue, Patrick. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and I also had a computer growing up, so all of that made me so interested in science and technology and how it's impacted the world. I watched a lot of science projects on TV. I remember when I was in high school, I joined what we call JETS. I don't know if you know about it,
Yes.
Junior
Yes.
Engineers, Technology Scientists. So when I was in my 10th grade, I did my first JETS project, which was something to do with making a fridge using charcoal, like the same charcoal that we use to start fires and flames. So all of this has inspired me to do something related to science. And then after I finished my high school, I did an advanced certificate with Allison Academy,
Mhm.
where we did digital networking, security systems,
Mhm.
and that also connected me to do a lot with IT because I'm an IT person as well. And after that, I remember getting a job with a company called Kazan. I don't know if you know it. It's here in
Yes.
Zambia,
Yes. Yes.
where they offer network solutions and IT solutions. So I did that
Wow. Patrick has got very interesting story, you guys. He's zooming in and out. I can't drop him. I mean, he's just amazing to listen to. Let's hang in there, guys. He's coming back. He's pouncing from, I think, key to a copper belt. So I will keep bringing him in. Let's be patient. Be patient. You guys are doing a good job, great job, hanging in there. I know it's very difficult, but you guys are doing a great job. Please, please hang in there. He's gonna come back. I think he's zooming in and out. So let's give him a little bit of time. So I was saying, parents, guardians, mothers, we have a greater impact in encouraging girls to pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I see this from, go ahead.
Yes, so after I got some work with there with Kazan, where we dealt with a lot of network solutions and IT problems for the network service providers and also the banks, because they deal a lot with ATMs and the point of sales. So all of that inspired me, and I decided let me go for electromechanical.
And Patrick, can you hear me, Patrick? Seriously, Perry, yes, Patrick has to solve this problem. As engineers, we solve problems, so he has to solve this problem. So he needs to address it himself when he comes. So yeah, I'll still continue my story when he goes out. I continue. So I was saying, as parents, we need to guide our kids. We need to encourage them. We need to mention things on the over the table when we are eating. For example, to talk about driveless cars. There are driveless cars here in the United States. They have already started roaming the streets and all other countries. So that's a conversation you can start and ask your kids. Do you know about this? How would you think a driveless car would drive? So that would spark the kid and say, what are you talking about? How can a car drive by itself? Then you can get into that conversation. Sometimes you don't have to be a scientist or an engineer, or you have to be an expert in this field to encourage girls to pursue STEM. You can still talk about it. Sometimes you can go research a little bit, and then, if your kid asks you, what about this, you don't know, you don't have to feel bad. All you can do is go research a little bit and then come back and discuss. about it, so that you can just intrigue them. I was intrigued. For example, my father talked about outside the world. Back in Africa, my father always talked about um, other countries. I was like, how do people in other countries live? That really inspired me to start thinking twice. So go ahead, Patrick.
Okay.
Hello, Patrick, can you hear us? I think he's still zooming out. Let's wait for him for a little bit and see what happens. Yeah. So when parents speak, or when teachers speak, or when those people around you speak when you are young, you really pay attention. And if they're talking about something that's very interesting, you start thinking about it. Your brain start wondering, what were they talking about? How can I know more about this? So it's very interesting that kids, especially those people that I've spoken to, especially those that are engineers and scientists, something spark when they were young. Somebody spoke about it or something like that. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yes. From where I ended, I was like, that's how I went to the Copper Belt University in Kitwe.
Yes.
Then I started pursuing my bachelor's in electromechanical engineering.
Wow. So
Yes. So
Perry,
I'm in my third year,
uh-huh.
and we do a lot with electromechanical devices, programming machines where you control a machine using your computer. We do a lot
Yes.
with there's a lot of physics involved, and it's okay. It's a bit challenging, in the sense that you're dealing both with mechanical and electrical, because there are some stuff which is specifically electrical and some stuff is specifically mechanical, but you have to like balance on both ends. But it's a very interesting program. It's a hybrid program, of which CBU is the only institution in Zambia offering the same. But it's very innovative.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yes,
interesting.
we
And
also
Patrick,
deal a lot with, there's a lot of math involved.
yes.
Yes,
Patrick, Perry posed a
there's a lot
question.
of math involved.
Perry asked this question. He's
Yes,
saying they are really interested in your story. Your story is very exciting, but they're saying when you finished, you better
yes.
solve this problem.
Yes, actually, to answer on that, I think in Zambia the STEM is not really being invested in much. I feel if such is being invested in at a young, maybe at primary school level or junior secondary, it will guide people. Because personally, I never had anyone to like mentor me into what
Yes.
I'm doing. I
Mm-hmm.
discovered certain things on my own through
Mm-hmm.
the TV, the internet.
Curiosity, curiosity.
Yes, and I was so curious because science is so interesting, and you deal with a lot of problems, and it just makes you feel like I need to impact and do something for the world and the planet. I need to make a difference out there and make people happy.
Yes.
Yes,
So they want me to
yes.
bring in Elon Musk. Sure, Perry, I will. um,
Yeah, that would be very wonderful. That would be very wonderful.
yes, go ahead,
I
Patrick.
like the this platform in the sense that it's encouraging a lot of people to do with STEM related stuff, because I feel that engineering and science is the future. So I think everyone has to look ahead and just focus on that, because that's what's driving the world as we speak. I know there are other industries like the food industry, the finance, all those are being driven on the science and technology. Because without science and technology, I feel the world wouldn't be running because of what's going on.
That's very
Yes,
right what you've just said there, that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics unlocks our future. and the economy. And that's why I keep saying,
Yes.
in the next
Yes.
generation and in the next future, there is nothing that is not going to be without science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So that's why
Yes.
I would like to invest in the future generations, the young ones, and also to appeal to parents. Right now, I'm trying to appeal to parents that if they
Yes.
can engage their kids in this conversation, and I don't care where, I just
Yes.
want to make sure that they can understand that if they can
Yes.
only engage the kids and you know discuss STEM, you never know
Yes.
what seed you are actually
Yes.
putting under the ground. There may not be resources. For example, where Musonda is, Patrick, in Zambia, I was in Zambia. I didn't complete my engineering in Zambia. I completed it in the United States. But when I see people like you who have just curiosity and within the resources that we have, and you've managed to get to where you are, it's just amazing. I hope you can hear me, Patrick. So it's just so amazing. And so it's the determination that also matters. It's how much curious the child is. It's not that maybe there are few universities, you never know. There's not only one way to get to engineering. I didn't go to University of Zambia when I was in Zambia, but because of my tenacity and because of my drive, somehow, somewhere, I got privileged. But I just want to appeal to mothers, guardians, fathers, uncles, that it's engaging these kids. And you will see that people around you, those people around you, will be able to also get that vibe, and they will get that spark when you talk about it. So that was really interesting. I think we've come to the end of this discussion. And Patrick, I will bring Patrick again, guys. I have to bring him next Saturday. So, guys, stay tuned every Saturdays. Come join us. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have so many things, so many activities going on. So, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you for always coming to my channel to watch my channel. I'm here to bring you very good, interesting content. And for now, I think we're going to end this, and ciao, ciao. Thank you so much. Bye. See you next Saturday. Bye. Love you guys so much.